through June 12th. After witnessing a murder, Dolores hides out as Sister Mary Clarence and turns the little church upside down. Call 352-236-2274 or buy online at OcalaCivicTheater.com. It would be a sin to miss it.
Cookies, 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 cookies. We go cookie eating cookies.
When you want something special and fun for any occasion, get cookies. King Cookie in the Paddock Mall in Ocala will make a delicious, fun-filled delight just for you. So next time you're in the mall, stop by King Cookie or call 352-237-2557. KingCookieOcala.com. Customized cookies, cakes, and more. King Cookie.
Eating cookies. We're so happy eating cookies. Cookies!
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind the work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
At Ameris Bank, we understand that there is no purchase more exciting than the purchase of a new home. We are dedicated to helping you find the mortgage that meets your needs and giving you the personal attention you deserve. Our mortgage options offer a variety of benefits, including up to 100% financing, down payment assistance, and expansive credit qualifications, all with the competitive rates and exceptional service. Call Ameris Bank today or visit amerisbank.com to learn more. We look forward to serving you.
Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender and member of FDIC, all loans subject to credit approval.
You can't put it off any longer. It's time to replace your home's AC system.
The answer is ASolvesItAll.com and an exceptionally efficient AC system. Let the pros at A show you how you can save on energy monthly and give your family added comfort. The great thing is that ASolvesItAll.com is on call 7 to 7, 7 days a week at no extra charge.
For a limited time, mention WOCA and get a special discount.
Call 877-765-4ACE or ASolvesItAll.com.
Palm Garden of Ocala leads in the area of orthopedic care with proven outcomes. Planning to have a new hip or knee joint due to arthritis or as the result of a fall? Palm Garden may be the answer. Guests appreciate the services of highly trained therapists and state-of-the-art equipment. And if you pre-register, you can secure a private room at no extra charge by mentioning this ad. Palm Garden makes no bones about it. They provide the best in orthopedic care. Call 854-6262. That's 854-6262.
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
All right, 23 minutes after 10 o'clock. Gosh, talk about right under the wire there. Yeah. All right, let's see. We have a guest on right now, and he does what I love. I love audiobooks. Are you a fan of audiobooks?
Oh, I am. I love them.
Brad Thor is on the phone. We're going to listen just a little bit because he's not on for very long, but he's got a thriller code of conduct. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to play just a little bit of it for you. Can I do that right now, and then we'll start talking?
Okay.
Let me make sure I have all these buttons pushed correctly here. This is just a tiny bit of it, and hopefully he can hear it.
Congo was already living up to its wild, wild west reputation. Accompanying Simon and Eddie was their fixer, a skinny young Congolese man they had nicknamed Jambo, which meant hello in Swahili. Because his real name was practically impossible for anyone to pronounce, and because of the manic enthusiasm with which he greeted people, the Jambo nickname had stuck.
So you don't really need to hear much before you get taken in by something like that, right?
Exactly.
We don't really need to hear much, but that was part of the audiobook we're going to talk about, written by our guest, Brad Thor. The book is called Code of Conduct. And just a real quick intro, Brad was recruited by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security for their Red Cell program. He's a contributor to CNN, ABC, Fox News, CBS, PBS, MSNBC. What an honor to have him on our show. By the way, he is an expert on terrorism, which is why Homeland Security has asked him to help out.
Exactly.
Brad Thor, good morning, Brad. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, somebody who has expertise in terrorism is and has writing skills. The two come together nicely, don't they?
It is. It's a great position to be in, and that was the fun of Homeland Security asking me to come into something they had started called the Analytic Red Cell Unit. They invited me, some other creative people like Michael Bay, the director of the Transformers and the Benghazi movie, to help the government stay 4 to 5 steps ahead of the bad guys. And I said, well, how do I do that? And they said, just like you do your books, we're going to give you some information, and you tell us what the bad guys might do with it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Which I thought was great that the government was trying to look that far over the horizon. Very smart.
I agree. I remember when they announced that program, and we were talking about the fact that that's a really good idea to get imaginative guys who know a little bit about the subject, who write books regularly about the subject, to give them thoughts on what the bad guys might be coming up with.
Absolutely. And in fact, one of the scenarios, I call it the Las Vegas of government programs, because what happens in the red cell stays in the red cell. But one of the scenarios that was made public was involving Florida and some of the other states around the Gulf. What might happen in a hurricane situation, and how might terrorists choose to target relief centers and all of this kind of stuff, particularly as help and first responders are massed outside the path of the hurricane. How might terrorists try to hit that?
Sure.
So they're thinking about everything all across the country and overseas. Really, really cool. And as a thriller writer, so much fun. And I was so proud to be asked to serve the country by contributing creativity.
Yeah, I think predators in nature always go for the weakest in the pack, right?
They're always up for the easy hit.
The slowest antelope is the one that gets eaten by the lion, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's always the guy in the back limping, you betcha.
All right, so let's be fair to the book. The book sounds wonderful. We haven't heard the whole thing yet, but you did send us the entire book on CD, so I will be giving that away to a listener in just a little bit. And I just played a little tiny bit of it. Tell me about the story in Code of Conduct.
Well, June is audiobook month, which is why we sent you the book on CD, and I've fallen in love with audiobooks. I reread my printed manuscript so many times as I go through the edits. I could never look at printed words of my own again, because I'd find something else I wanted to change. But I love audiobooks, and June is audiobook month. Great time of year if you're in the car to put on one with your kids. Think about, having a book you can all enjoy together as opposed to slipping a DVD in and putting the headphones on the kids. It's really fun to do a family book experience. And most people listen to audiobooks in the car. So with Code of Conduct, I spend a lot of time with men and women in the intelligence community, in the special operations community, and I asked them, what keeps you up at night? And one of the things we talked about was potentially an engineered pandemic that could be released at the Muslim pilgrimage in Saudi Arabia, particularly because the Saudis are very concerned about a public health crisis spinning out of control and that being ground zero. And so we talked about how could that come into a thriller, and I'd never done something with that had never been a terrorist attack I'd touched on one of my thrillers, and that's the jumping off point for Code of Conduct. It's a lot of fun.
And what is really ironic about you writing books like this, I mean, we've had terror attacks all over the world. I mean, Paris and here in Brussels while you were writing your story, so that had to be kind of unnerving to you.
It was amazing, especially because there is an ISIS component, there's a heavy terrorist component to code of conduct, and it is amazing to watch how much ISIS in particular has changed, how it's morphed. As I was writing over this last year, you saw the James Foley beheading video happen, then the Jordanian pilot burned alive in a cage, and then before we knew it, there was Paris, there was Brussels, there was San Bernardino. I mean, ISIS, everything changed. The world changed in a very short year. It has been terrifying, and as a thriller writer, to try to stay one step ahead of it, that's an incredible challenge. But I think I've done it with not only Code of Conduct, but my new book coming out next week, Foreign Agent.
So how do you give the Red Cell program guys the ideas that they can use and then not use those same ideas in a book?
It's very hard. They come to us in the group and say, what about this, what about that? I think they pick up little pieces of data and intelligence here or there, and they're trying to take a bunch of threads and connect them and figure out what does the overall tapestry look like. But it's hard. It really is. You have to realize my greatest duty is to my country. I really believe that.
Oh,
so
that's wonderful.
It's an honor, like I said, to serve them.
Yeah. Brad Thor, our guest. The book is on audio and normal book. It's Code of Conduct. Call me if you want the audiobook. It's all CDs. It's yours if you call me right now. The rest of us have to go buy it. Did we just go to your website, Brad? BradThor.com?
Absolutely. Great place to learn about all my books, and I've got a ton of extra bonus material and fun stuff there.
Thank you so much for being on our show today. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. A major White House meeting today between the president and Hillary Clinton's Democratic rival.
Bernie Sanders is vowing to take his campaign to the Democratic National Convention, putting him at odds with President Obama, who's expected to endorse Clinton. Fox News has learned Sanders may ask for the removal of DNC Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz as part of a deal to drop out of the race.
Fox Radio's Rachel Sutherland. Back in the U.S. to face charges of Virginia man who tried to join ISIS in Iraq. And employers apparently holding on to workers despite a sluggish economy.
There were fewer people signing up for unemployment benefits last week. The decline of 4,000 to 264,000 is fewer first-time claims than expected. Though the May employment report was weaker than forecast, this report suggests there is job security, even if hiring slowed down.
Fox News' Ginny Cosola. Fox News, we report, you decide.
That power drill you bought in '96 is working about as awesome as a 20-year-old drill should, meaning not so awesome. So trade it in at Napa and get a $25 instant rebate toward a new DeWalt cordless drill kit. There's only one word to describe instantly getting $25 off a new DeWalt drill, and that word is awesome. That's Napa know-how. Participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Trade-in rebate may vary. Offer expires 6/30/16.
To all you parents sending your kids off to college, do us a favor. Invest in some good bedding. The company store has things like mattress toppers that make any bed feel like a spa. And remember, this is about protecting your investment in your flesh and blood. College is expensive, and we need sleep to learn, and sleep is hard to come by here. But hey, it's your call.
TheCompanyStore.com has been perfecting a good night's sleep for over 100 years. Visit TheCompanyStore.com to see our full line of college bedding and more. Enter the code CAMPUS and get 15% off your order plus free shipping.
New windows will beautify your home and bring you immediate energy savings. Renewal by Andersen of Central Florida.